Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. I'm the 10th enemy. In the last episode I made sort of a mistake, actually, in my judgment of where I should stop the video. I actually didn't go as far as I probably should have. So this episode right here is probably gonna run a bit long, but that's just more time we can be together, isn't it? So if you go back here, this is one of the rooms from the very beginning. You can get a nice little missile expansion in the wall. That one's pretty well hidden. There's nothing ever in this room. This is something I neglected to mention on my first run through here. But this is another thing I love about this game, is that some of the rooms are just like, they're at an angle. Yeah, they're of course not supposed to go at an angle, because they're structures, but like this room right here is horribly skewed. But I'm gonna be right back. I need some new batteries for my Wavebird. Okay everyone, I'm back. Hopefully I can edit that seamlessly. I just had to change the batteries in my controller. They were definitely running out. Missiles? Yes, missiles! I don't know if I need them for anything, but they're good to have. I'm up to 80 now, so that's a lot. It's a lot of missiles for one person to be carrying around. I always go the wrong... Well, not anymore, because I've realized what I was doing, but usually I go left in this room, because it just feels like I should. You don't have to bomb those. I'm just destroying everything. Oh yeah, I didn't have to go this way, but there's something I'd like to get on my way through the Chozo Ruins, and it is this way. Ooh, I want to hit these wasp hives from back here so they don't spawn on you. Wasps are annoying. So, if you look there and there, you can shoot these things with super missiles to reveal those things that you've seen throughout the Chozo Ruins, those scanny things. But first, we have just the first of many Chozo lore entries. Alright.
The world of living things feels strange to us. We who have existed so long on the edges of time and space. It is clear now that we, Chozo, can never return to our dimension, not while the great poison reaches even further into the planet. It is so powerful, this creeping evil, that our wills are crumbling and our minds beginning to fail. And so, before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock, powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness in our ethereal states. Even when we are done, it may be too late.
I'm sorry about that if you saw the cut. I'm definitely gonna try and splice that together. I hope something's not wrong with my controller. That seems to be happening relatively frequently. It sucks because this is the best controller ever made, the Wavebird. But so you want to scan all these symbols. And there's some on the pillars too. Oh, I got that one already. What are you doing? You're scanning everything. Have I scanned? Oh, there it is. Yeah, my L button. Might have to switch over to a real GameCube controller. But I hate real GameCube controllers, especially mine that are broken. Here's another scan. These are not too common in the game. These are called the Oculus, I believe. Yeah, Oculus. It has a big eyeball. Yeah, it's just a big eyeball on the wall. So basically, they hurt you if you touch them. So now we want to go up here. I don't know if you remember, but I probably at some point fell down through this room. But now I'm going back up it that I have the spider ball. So to avoid those oculuses, and there we have it. What was that? Oh no. Being attacked or something. Have I fought those yet? I don't think I have. Have I? No. Yes? I don't know. Anyway, this room should look familiar, but now it's creepier. You've got things in them. So you go through here, and this is of course where we fought the boss of the Chozo Ruins. And fight. It's fight time. So whatever these are, we should probably try and scan them. Alright, so this is the Chozo Ghost. The ghost of a Chozo. The most annoying enemy in the entire game, I think. So you'll see, it'll say it is invulnerable to most of our weapons. And it's also pretty invisible. Basically, we can only use the power beam on these enemies. So they're basically they're guarding their Chozo Ruins. And the easiest way to take these out is with a super missile and a charge shot. A charge beam. So you hit them with a charge beam and a super missile in any order. But of course they're difficult to keep track of. Oh, he got away at the last minute. That was terrible. Look how they're jumping all over the place. Oh my god. I got you. I got you. There's one. And there's three in this room. These are definitely the most annoying enemies in the entire game. One more. That should take care of it. And that may look familiar to you. I think I got one already. You know, towards the beginning. I don't know how long this episode is going to run. It's probably going to be around 30 minutes, I think. You want to jump and get this. And there is number 2, Chozo Artifact. Artifact of Wild. They don't really do anything. You just have to get them. So now, which way do I want to go? Yeah. I want to go this way. I want to go back for that tree area. And this corridor is always annoying to navigate. I have no patience for it. I just jump through. And this one is even worse. I hate this. I wish you could kill these vines. But you can't. Come on. Have a schedule to schedulefy. Okay. So in this room, I don't know which way to go. Hold on. Yeah, we want to go left. Don't want to go through there just yet. So I can double up on my upgrades. Whoa. Here's that steam effect again. Broken pipes always throw out steam. This was my error. I should have went until here and saved. That's the mistake I made. But now we want to climb to the top of this room. Because had I done that, my last episode would have been like 28 minutes, I think. Maybe, well, it would have went long, but then this one would have been saved. What am I up to? 10 minutes? Well, I changed the control, so I would have been saved a few minutes, which would have been good, because I still have a lot to do in this episode. I know where I'm going to stop it. But here is a nice little power-up you can get up here. It's a missile. You need the double jump to get that one. Or the space jump boots. Some more shriek bats. You can go through there with the morph ball bomb, but I have no patience for things like that. So this is where you want to go after you get the spider ball. We've already been back here. If you'll remember, we got or what was it? I see it in my brain, but I can't think of the word. An energy tank. But now that we have the spider ball, we can get into this room, and on the map, it looks like there's no way out. Because the only door here is this, and that's a white door, which we cannot open yet. And, so you go back here, and of course, yet another Chozo lore. Come on, L button. You can do it.
The cries of this dying land pulled us from our dreaming state, and now we Chozo walk as ghosts, while the great poison sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. The heart of the planet will succumb soon, and so will we, even in our ghostly states. Already many Chozo have faded and passed into the unknown. The great poison is unlike anything we have glimpsed in this or any dimension. It eats relentlessly, worming out life wherever it blooms and corrupting what it cannot kill. It will be our undoing. Our last hope lies in the cradle, the temple we hope might contain this abomination. It is almost complete, hovering over the impact site, the dark heart of the spreading evil. If we can finish before the last of our kind drifts into madness or death, there is a chance for this world. If we fail, we are doomed with it.
So that just explains a bit more about the temple, which we actually went into, if you'll remember. The artifact temple where I got the first artifact. That's the cipher, they call it. I don't know why they use that word, but that's supposed to seal in the evil radiation, the phazon that is corrupting this planet. I didn't mean to jump down there. Actually, that little symbol over there should look familiar. So you want to do what I just did there, and that creates a little puzzle in this game, or in this room, I mean. So you want to do the old whatever I'm doing there. What is that power-up called? The boost ball. Yeah, boost ball puzzle. This one uses the boost ball, the morph ball bombs, and the spider ball. So you need all of those. You need them anyway to get here, I think. But that's all you do. You just gotta drop down into there. And your reward is like most rewards, a missile. So that's what we get. And here's another part I was dreading this whole time, this whole run through. I think this is the last of these. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But here we have 3 Chozo lores to read, and we're already up to 15 minutes. So let's just get going, shall we? New Chozo lore. Oh, crap. So much reading. So much reading. Okay. A second plague has come upon the land, dousing the last flickering hopes. Damn it! I'm gonna start over.
A second plague has come upon the land, dousing the last flickering hopes of our race, drawn by the very force we Chozo hope to contain. A host of marauding creatures descended from space and invaded our temple, the Cradle. They try in vain to destroy it, but its power remains beyond them for now. They possess some of the 12 artifacts we call the Cipher, yet do not comprehend their function. Ignorant creatures they are, blinded by delusions of harnessing the great poison for their own designs. They walk about as masters of the planet, assimilating the ruins of our sanctuary into their experiments. We can but watch and wait for our doom.
So that's of course the space pirates who have come to this planet and started experimenting with the Phazon, using it of course to their own twisted ends, as we've seen in the space pirate lab. Ah, stupid L button. Okay.
The hatchling walks among us. Are these dreams, memories, foretellings? Time and reality swirl together like estuary waters, and we Chozo know not what to believe. She appears as ghost-like as the Chozo, but at times the mists clear. We see her wounded eyes and remember the child we found so long ago. What has she become? This newborn, clad in Chozo armor, wielding weapons our hands once held. Does she dream of Chozo as we once were? Does she long for her parents, lost to the same creatures that even now defile our sacred home? Does she still live?
That's of course talking about Samus. And if you don't know, Samus's parents were actually killed by Ridley, so we've got a bone to pick there. But yeah, they're seeing visions of Samus, and they don't know what it means. But of course that's us walking around their ancient ruins now, but they saw that a long time ago with their seers. And the last one of these three. Wow, we're up to 20 minutes almost.
The prophecies tell of the coming of the worm, born from parasites, nurtured in a poisoned womb. The worm grows, devouring from within, until the world begins to rot. The words of the seers have come to pass, for there, in the depths of the world, the ravenous worm lurks and feeds from the stars it came, blighting Talon with its great poison. We can but watch as the worm grows, watch and wait. For the prophecies also speak of the great defender, the one who delivers the world from the evil. The final days draw near. Is the newborn the defender of which the seers spoke? We shall do all that we can to aid her, for she bears our legacy, as she bears the ancient armor and weapons of our people.
Yeah, so they think we're some great, like, messiah. We're gonna save the planet. That's what they think. But we'll see. Of course, since we're a main character in a video game, I'd be inclined to agree. It's always weird, these roots. So there's a lot of story. If you read here, it'll just say something about, yeah, of course those are referring to the 12 artifacts, and that's the worm it just spoke of. The worm is where the poison comes from, of course. So now we're in this room, and that should look mighty familiar for you. Yep, we need to fight yet another Chozo ghost, yet another waste of time. And I don't know if you saw... Oh, it bounced off. If you saw back there? Yeah. Yeah, there is yet another read thing. Oh. Okay, so it's dead. Oh, I just wish this L button would work. Because you actually have to hold the L button while you're reading these. I'm so... See, there it goes. What? Oh, man, I'm so sorry for this. All of my other controllers are broken also, though.
More and more our tormented minds turn to the newborn. As the world continues to shift into brutal, disconnected images, she remains inarguably real. A fearless figure, delving deeper into this blighted world, unmindful of the terrors that await her. Was she this way before? When we Chozo found her, a fledgling orphaned on a savage planet. Did a warrior's pulse already beat in her veins? Filling her with righteous fury? Our hopes lie within her. We leave these messages for her, that she might find our artifacts and deliver the world from its evils. Wraiths we may be, but our reach is still strong indeed. We shall fight the invaders and the poison they would master, until the end.
So they left those messages for us specifically to try and guide us through to get the artifacts and kill those silly space pirates. So that statue will actually serve several functions. So right here it'll let us go up here. It'll activate these 3 morph ball slots, but they have little blast shields on them, it looks like, just like the doors. So of course we know what that means. We shoot purple with purple, and there's a little bomb slot back there, and that will actually change something in this room. So there's actually 4 different things to do in this room. It'll change shape. So now again we want to go here, and we'll get another reward. This is what I always think of when I think the Chozo Ruins, is this room right here. It always impressed me. Once you're back here, you want to scan this, and that will kill off this window, so you can just jump through at any point now. So you go in here, and there's a little reflecting pool. Caloric alloy, not ally. What? So drainage shutoff. So what you want to do right now is go down here. These fish are another thing that I'm just very impressed with. Look how lifelike they are. I mean, really. But if you actually look at the model of this fish, the 3D model, this wouldn't have passed for even the N64 as being a good fish. They're so incredibly basic. They're 2 very simple polygons stitched together. But they just did the animation so good that it just looks right. The fish just look so real. That's one thing I mean about this this game just being, you know, it's technically unimpressive, but artistically it's just a marvel. It looks wonderful. I don't know how they did it, but they just made it beautiful, even though it was an early GameCube title. So now you want to go actually over here, I hope, and you will get the next beam upgrade right out of nowhere. This one is the ice beam. It gets a very bad reputation among people who played this game, mainly because it's so incredibly slow. See, this is how fast it shoots. That's as fast as it goes. I would end the episode right here, but I want to show you something. What you want to do right after you get the ice beam, you want to take a little detour, a backtrack. You want to go straight back to where we were, which is the Hall of the Elders. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to fight 3 Chozo ghosts. You've seen this before. I am probably going to cut this out, okay? So, I'll see you after I kill the last one. Alright, just one more. Okay, welcome back. I just killed the last ghost, as you see there. So now what you're actually going to want to do, not that, you want to select the ice beam, and now, of course, you'll see that there's this white here, and of course the white beam is what activates the white doors we've been seeing. So this I would definitely recommend doing as soon as you possibly can, which means right after you get the ice beam. Because there's a pretty nice prize waiting for you. So now we want to go here. Oh, I like actually landing on this thing. It's always nice when you can do that. But the game wants you to bounce off of this statue for some reason. So of course, yet another path. So now we go down here. And an energy tank. So that's definitely not something you want to put off. You want to get that. Definitely want to get that. And then somehow you come back through there. It's like some type of propulsion. And that's all I wanted to show you. So, oh wait, no it isn't. Hang on. From all those Chozo ghosts, if you're using super missiles, there's actually something in this room they give you, which is very rare throughout the game. This is actually a missile station. So this will reload your missiles. Looks just like the map station. But, so that's they don't put many of those throughout the game. I think there are 3, might only be 2. But if I feel like editing this, I might just show up in that room, but it's not very far. So in here, this room always annoys me because of the stone toads and you have to do this. I don't think you actually have to. I believe it's possible to do a maneuver called a ghetto jump to get up to the top of this room. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I think it is possible. And that stupid pipe just ruined my day. You big day ruiner. Alright, so now it's over. We shoot this with a missile. And this is the save station where we will be calling it the end of this episode. And yeah, it was pretty close, 30 minutes. I'm actually not sure where to go from here. I can either go through that little hole, that pipe in the wall, or I can go somewhere else. I'm not actually sure. I'm going to have to play around a bit and see, because I don't want to do something wrong. Because I usually do something wrong here. So, okay. Thanks for watching. I've been the 10th Enemy. Goodbye.